It's New Year's Day, and I'm looking forward to some fried ham and black-eyed peas. But first, let's get to work. New Year's Day evokes a lot of different memories for people, usually based on their background and their upbringing. For me, growing up, it was always the week after Christmas when all the holiday company had left, all the decorations were taken down, the Christmas tree was hauled off, and January 1st was usually my last vacation day before returning to school. Getting back to normal meant resuming the routine of caring for the livestock with daily feeding, watering, and making sure all the animals were thriving in winter weather. As you can see, my life hasn't changed much from being a kid. About the only thing that has changed is that I'm not worried about having to go back to school tomorrow. Today we got to replace the gear position sensor on our UTV, and the first thing you got to do is jack up the rear. Just took off the right rear wheel to make it easier to get to this sensor back here that I've got to replace. I have to replace this device right here. This cover comes loose. Just remove the snap ring with the snap ring pliers. Disconnected this wire terminal here that plugs into the side of it. And now the sensor just pulls off. Got the new sensor here, but I had to take the pliers handle and put in it to turn the hole, make it exactly the same position as the old one that you're taking out. Now I'm going to slide the new sensor back onto the shaft. Now I've got the snap ring replaced, so it's ready to hook up the electric part. Now we put the electrical connection back on it, and it snaps in place. Okay, just put the cover back on, and I think we're ready to go. The sun's come out, and we're going to try to capture the bull down here at the creek place and take him to the corral for the winter, and also collect those other 3 bulls in that pasture. It's time to put them up for the season. We got the big bull down at the creek place, captured in the corral. Now we're going to try to go get the other 3 from the home place, the north place, and the corral before we truck him up. Put the big bull in the corral first, the others won't want to go in. So you got to use your head when working with bulls. I'm going to drive through this herd of cattle where the 3 bulls are, try to get them to follow me down to the corral or bull pen. There's where I'll feed cubes, and hopefully they'll all go in. I've always gotten my bulls collected and placed in their winter home by the 1st of January. I've always taken pride in that, but I just barely made it this year. That went pretty quick, pretty easy. I'd like to hurry this process along as much as possible because I know what's waiting for me in the kitchen. Every year when we put the bulls together for the first time, it takes a few hours to get the pecking order established. I always hope that they don't hurt each other or tear up the facilities. We finally got the bulls moved up to their winter pen here. Got the last one moved up a couple hours ago. They've been fighting. I think they've pretty much got it out of their system. Well, maybe not. But they haven't hurt each other yet, so I think they're about ready to settle down. They have to establish that dominance and see who the boss is. They'll be okay now, hopefully. I got a new spare tire here to put on my trailer because I made a short here a few weeks ago about being prepared for a blowout, and I caught so much grief from people saying my spare looked like it wouldn't last any time, and they were right. So I went out and got a new one put on. I'm putting it back in the spare location today. Because of where and how I was raised, tradition dictates that in order to have good luck throughout the coming year, on New Year's Day, you have to have a meal of fried ham and black-eyed peas. So for every New Year's Day since I've had teeth, that has been my meal, and it's brought me pretty good luck. And in our family, as a little extra treat for dessert, we have cornbread and milk. We hope that everyone's New Year's resolutions come true in the coming year. And as for 2024, let's call it a year. Loves an air hose.